everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Know Your Shift on the PowerDrift YouTube channel. And today we are celebrating Technology Day. If you're watching this on May 11th, that is National Technology Day, I want to talk about a car that brought technology to the forefront, to the masses, to all of us. A car that I actually kind of like. The XUV700 from Mahindra. So let's break it down. Technology, right? What is it supposed to really do? It's supposed to make your life, my life, our life a lot easier. It's supposed to make it simpler, right? In the past, we used technology to make our cars faster. We used technology to make our cars less thirsty. And of course, in recent times, we've used technology to make our cars safer. That's important, right? Because we can use technology in a passive way and learn metallurgy and physics and make the body shell stronger, inertly, passively. But we can use technology in a more active way and use it with things like ADAS. So let's talk about ADAS. Now, usually I would have started off by talking about technology with the XUV700 with things like the big screens or Alexa powered technology or that little door handle or the 360-degree camera. With its connected capabilities, stuff that you could call sci-fi technology, you get remote commands, remote diagnostics, smart controls, and even 3D maps. But for me, when somebody asks me that one reason, the one single reason to buy an XUV700, it's always been a standardized answer. It's always been ADAS. Now, ADAS isn't a new concept, is it? I remember driving my first ADAS-powered car in 2012. That's over a decade ago. A decade ago. Fine. And I remember the first time that AEB or autonomous emergency braking kicked in, I thought to myself, damn, where's the button to turn that off? I really needed to turn all that tech off because it was so abrupt, it was so harsh, it would brake really quickly, and all I had to worry about is there somebody who's going to rear end me from the back? It needed to be more Indianized, more desified. It needed a little bit of masala, a little bit of nimbu, some chutney on top. Okay, I got carried away there. It needed to learn, it needed to adapt. It needed AI. Now, AI normally learns from us, right? Mahindra taught this AI a lot of things. You know, we have the weirdest traffic movements in the world, right? We have random motorists going the wrong way, random cattle in the middle of the road, that dud crossing across without actually looking both ways. It's absolute chaos. And Mahindra took their time. Mahindra taught that AI a lot of things. In fact, we made fun of Mahindra for a while for doing that, for taking so long, because we made memes out of it. We said Mahindra's testing of XUV700 was the longest thing in the world. The end result of it all, well, that was perfection, nearly, because today I can put my hand on my heart and say or vouch for the fact that Mahindra's calibration of ADAS on the XUV700 is one of the best out there in India. And that is a statement that I stand by. Now, usually I am a great driver. I like turning all the assists off and, have a little bit of fun. But in the XUV700, I don't do that. I leave all the assists on. Why? Because, well, it's like this. I know that if I brake a little bit later, it's there for me. I know if I wander a lane, it will bring me back just like I like it. It's like a good friend that's there for you, that's supportive enough to sort of support you even if you do something stupid. It's like your mother's light touch and not your father's strict gaze or voice. ADAS works, and ADAS, when it works, helps save lives. And saving lives of our loved ones and ours, well, that makes things better, innit? And that's tech for you. And that's just not it, because the XUV700, it gets traffic sign recognition integrated into the ADAS suite of safety features. So now you really should have no excuse to miss a speed limit board and get those pesky speeding fines. And of course, high beam assist so that you are not going to blind anybody on the road. And in case you get tired on those long road trips that you will end up having with your 700, you will get an alert with driver drowsiness detection. All so fancy, isn't it? As I mentioned earlier, there is a lot more tech that Mahindra has crammed into the XUV700. Tech that we expected, all of us assumed was only sort of subjugated to the luxury market. Like that super screen, the dual 26.03 centimeter integrated screen setup, for example. Like the Alexa setup in the car. Now I know that it's not the first time somebody's done it, but the fact that Alexa in a car exists and Alexa in my home exists, and I can go seamlessly from my house to my car, from my car to my house, and vice versa, whenever I want. It's just peace of mind, isn't it? It's seamless, and that's technology for you. Technology is supposed to work seamlessly, because when it works seamlessly, that's when tech works. Now, tech that is seamless is one thing, but sometimes tech could be a little intrusive. It is sort of asking you to sit up and take a bit of notice. Now, ADAS level 2, right? There are two more things that I sit up and took notice in the XUV700. The first one, well, let's just say this is a bit of a personal preference, okay? Now, normally I'm not supposed to give my personal opinions on things here, but well, I'm going to do it anyways. My family is a bit of a Sony family. We had cassettes and CDs, and my first Walkman was a Sony, obviously. My first Discman is also a Sony, and I still have both of those, and both of those still work. DVD players, TVs, etc., etc. I sort of liked the brand a lot growing up. There was a level of trust in it, and when I saw that Sony logo on the speakers, it sort of brings back memories. And music, of course, brings back memories, and the XUV does have a very, very good music player, infotainment screen. Well, it sounds great on the inside. The second thing though, well, that's a little bit more skin deep. Oh yes, I mean the powertrains, the engines, the gearboxes, the things that make them tick, the things that make them go, the hearts of both these petrol and diesel powered cars. You want a petrol automatic? You have it. You want a petrol manual? You have that. Diesel, manual, automatic, you have it. All-wheel drive too. And you know, let me get back to diesel here, because in an age where everybody's culling their diesel engines, Mahindra gives us an unneutered diesel, their own unneutered diesel. And one has to think, if a company like Mahindra really puts the effort of bringing their diesel engines, well, the whole range of diesel engines, even apart from the one in the XUV, into the present, that sort of work deserves some respect. That deserves some attention. And who thought that the diesel, even with less power than the petrol, would be the faster one of the two? I mean, go look at our drag race. Sub 10-second cars. That's cool. Any way you put it. So there you have it on this technology day. Let me tip my AI generated metaphorical hat. Editor, can you put it in? Nice, funky looking hat. Let me tip it to the XUV700, because it is a car, oops, not a car, an SUV that brings tech and joy to so many people without making much of a real big dent to their bank balances. Well, there you go. This has been another episode of Know Your Shift. I'm Cyrus. Tell me in the comment section which is your favorite bit of tech on the XUV700. And in fact, tell me in the comments which is your absolute must-have piece of technology in any car today. Mine is Apple CarPlay. I can't do without it. I need to have it in the car. If it doesn't work, it makes me crazy. Okay, I'm signing off. I'll see you soon. Keep those comments coming. Goodbye for now.